Good morning, twin souls, twin flames, soulmates, fated connections. This is Brainy Twin Gemini for January the 10th, 2020. First and foremost, I want to thank you all so much for the love, the likes, the subs, the comments. It really does warm my heart, and I love you all so, so much. The sense of community on the channel is just so heartwarming, and just how you support each other on the channel is absolutely amazing. And don't forget, this is your channel too. This is your channel to support each other. One thing I will say, that, really did warm my heart is the other day I did a video and I asked for this collective group to manifest rain for Australia. Well, I did receive some emails and there have been some comments. There has been some rain in Australia. They're predicting more rain. So again, thank you so much for all of your love, raising that frequency, raising that vibration. It really, really does mean the world to me. And the gratitude that's come from, people from Australia, absolutely amazing. I love it so much. Thank you very, very much. A couple of things I want to go over here. As many of you know, I'm divinely guided. I'm a messenger here. I have a gift and I'm meant to give messages to you to help you go throughout the journey. I see signs and syncs every single day. These signs and syncs are messages that I need to deliver to you. And over the last 24 hours, I would say over the last several days, there's been a lot of things going on. I generally don't. I stay away from, the news, social media, everything like that. I deactivated my social media accounts, but then I reactivated them within the last 48 hours because there's a lot of stuff going on in the world. As many of you know, there was a plane that went down in Iranian territory, and it was believed that it was actually a defective. There was some defective, something going on with it, mechanical, I guess, with the plane. But they deemed yesterday that it was actually shot down by accident. And so again, I would ask that you, send out your manifestation of unconditional love to the families that were affected by this tragedy. And, let's raise the frequency of the world, elevate that frequency, because essentially that's what this journey is about. It's about loving unconditionally and raising that frequency and awakening to your higher sense of yourself. So again, thank you so much for all your love and your kind thoughts for Australia. Let's do that. Let's do that for all the lives that were lost in that plane, and just send that love to those families that really, really need that unconditional love right now. So I'm going to go over a few things in the last 24 hours. I always seem to resonate with the moon energy. I don't even follow the moons, to be quite honest, but I always know something's coming because of the energy that I feel. And I think I said it a couple of days ago as well. There's been a lot of releasing and a lot of purging going on. Well, today is a full moon, and in Ontario, Canada, that's where I live. The full moon is in its highest peak at 2:21 p.m. on January the 10th, which is today. And again, because sometimes I just feel the need to look for things because I'm like, what is with this energy? For the last couple of days, there's been this purging and letting go and all that sort of stuff. And, and like something is really, really going on here because I'm feeling this energy, and my energy always resonates with the full moon. And so I just kind of want to go over it's the wolf moon, and it's a lunar eclipse. And as I said, it happens at 2:21 p.m. here in Canada. And it serves as a guide to trust your instincts and pay attention to what they're trying to tell you. So I always say trust your gut, trust your intuition. The wolf is a grand teacher, and because it's a lunar eclipse, it opens up a portal of energy that allows it to bless us. Hence the reason of 777. I've been seeing that number quite frequently lately, and as it pertains to this particular journey, 777 means it's a blessing on this journey. So everything that I see resonates with what's going on in the current energy in the current collective. Again, these are signs and syncs. These are messages that I'm meant to deliver to you. And the lunar eclipse also helps release something that we were not ready to let go of in order to move forward and accelerating to our higher sense of ourself. And this particular moon is called to release and let go. So what I've been saying, and for the past several weeks, is just to move on and let go, and you'll get to your higher sense of yourself. This journey ended for me many months ago. You know, I've ascended to the higher sense of myself. You tried to kill that ego. It's an endeavor that you have to do every single day. It's very difficult. We live in the 3D world. We don't live in the 5D world, and the ego always wants to come in and take over. But what I'm meant to do is I'm meant to guide you on this journey. Like I said, I'm divinely guided. Everything I do, I write in my journal. I've split the cards strictly out of pictorial purposes. Everything always resonates with my journal. Like this crazy energy. I feel releasing, purging, crying. Good. Release and purge the things that don't serve you in your life. Release and purge, the obsession, and let it go. Believe me, you'll have that harmony and peace within. But you evolve at your own time. So you'll know when the time is right. That's what I always say. So the numbers that I've seen yesterday were, in the last 24 hours, was 444. I saw that twice. 444 is a sign of an awakening. So is this wolf moon. It's also a sign of an awakening as well. So many of you are just awakening. And I saw 444 and it was -4. So, I drive past this place and there's a billboard and I just noted 444, -4, looked at my car, it was 444. The tank, I have 444 kilometers left in my gas tank. Like, this stuff just comes to me. I don't look for it. It just jumps out at me. I saw 333, 1010, and 1212. I saw the hawk again yesterday. So I've been seeing this hawk, and I just want to go over the hawk in a little bit more detail. A hawk is a sign of eternal love, but it's also a sign of spiritual awareness, hence the 444. Courage, creativity, experience, guardianship, illumination, leadership, life, memory, messages, observation, opportunity, past lives, power, resolution, strength, truth, visionary, wisdom. And it's you're strongly connected with the spirit, and you are, like I said, the hawk is the messenger of the spirit world. One other thing I want to go through, one song that I heard this morning while I was channeling was by Junk House Shine. Listen to the lyrics to that. I feel it's important. And I saw doves, and doves are a sign of a messenger communication, love, harmony, all sorts of good things. I see these doves every day, and I believe I see the doves every day as a reminder that I'm a messenger to you to deliver these messages. And again, thank you so much for your love, your likes, your subs. It really does mean the world to me. I'm going to get started here. I put this pen on the cards because this pen is, to me, good luck. And just to charge the cards, this is the pen I write with in my journal. And again, just some housekeeping items on the channel. I really do appreciate your comments. They're always welcome. But if you have specific feedback for me, send it to me. So my email address is always in the comments section below the video. I gladly welcome your feedback, but please don't disrupt the energy of the channel, the people supporting each other, and the good vibe that's on the channel. And I will just remove your comments anyways if I don't see that they feel fit. There's been a lot of trolling going on lately, so what I would ask is for the collective group here is to pray for the souls of the trolls, because they're lost souls, and they need those prayers. So please pray for their souls. I do every single night before I go to bed. And again, I would ask that you keep your opinions off the channel. Opinions is your ego, and the whole part of this journey is an ego death. And your opinions are exactly that, your opinions. So you just kind of keep them to yourself. That's just showing that your ego hasn't completely died, right? So thank you again. I'm gonna get started here. 4 cards, 4 being my birth number. I always do what's kind of in the present energy of the DM. Everything always resonates with my journal. I do. What if the DM could say anything to the DF right now? What would they say? And what's the overall outcome as of now? These readings are timeless. They're not date stamped. It's specifically what you are going through at that journey at that time. We all evolve differently, different times. We're divinely guided at different times of the journey. So if this resonates today, great. If it resonates a week from now, great. A year from now, great. And what doesn't resonate, just pack it away. Okay, so I'm going to get started, and I'm going to call out to my guardian angels. too many. And again, you're all doing amazing. Three cards, please. Three. It's unreal how these come out. And so the first card I have here is divine timing. The divine masculine has handed this over, knows that this is going to happen in divine time. Yeah, the card pretty much speaks for itself, but everything, as I just said before I flip, or before these cards fall out, everybody evolves in their journey differently. It's all in divine time. It all is when you have done the work. There's a lot of things that this journey entails. There's an awakening, an ascension, self-love, self-worth, unconditional love. There's a lot of things that go with this journey, and it's a love. It's a profound love that you've never felt before. But as you evolve throughout the journey, with guidance of other people, and most of all yourself, you will understand the evolution of the journey. But it's all in divine time. Self-love. This is very, very important element of this journey. This divine masculine energy, strictly energies in this journey, they go back and forth. You take divine masculine energy and divine feminine energy as you evolve through the journey. But this journey is about self-love. It's about loving yourself unconditionally. When you come in and you endeavor this journey, you trigger wounds within each other. And you have to get to a place of self-love. Loving yourself. And once you get to a place of self-love, then you are a magnet for love. But this divine masculine energy has love for themselves, and they're just oozing with self-love. If that makes any sense. Stuck. I wouldn't really say that the divine masculine energy is really stuck right now. I would just say this particular collective group is stuck. There's some of you that are stuck, not all. There's been some great traction in this collective group, a lot of communication, a lot of physical unity, a lot, of divine masculines are getting that courage, to reach out to their divine feminine. But there are some stucks, they're stuck, and there's some blockages right now. And primarily, I think that they're stuck. As I said, it's energy, it's about balance, it's about restoring that balance within, and the reluctance to let go and to move on can cause the divine masculine energy to be stuck and not to make those movements forward. It's very, very important. So take this full moon energy and really, really do that purging and let go. It's probably one of the most difficult elements of the journey. It's probably the last part of the journey, right, is moving on and letting go. And I always feel like I have to clarify that moving on is just moving on with your life and living your life. You always have that unconditional love in your heart. It's a bond that can't be broken. It's this is the love of your life, but you can always keep that in your heart. I used several days ago, when you go through the loss of a loved one, anything that's significant to you, a pet, a loved one, whatever, you move on, but you always have that love still in your heart. If you don't move on, you just don't evolve. Once you move on, you get to that higher sense of yourself, and you just have that peace and harmony within. So that's the reason why there could be stuck. Exactly what I said, clearing karma. That's what this full moon is about. That's what this journey is about. This particular DM is clearing that karma. Clearing the karma from their life, clearing the karma from their past lives, doing everything that's necessary in order to evolve on this journey. We do have to clear karma from past life as well. We come into this life with that karma, believe it or not, and we have to clear that karma. It's a big job. It's a tough job, this journey, but there's a lot of things that are required. And again, feel free to reach out to me. I can help you with all of this stuff. If it's perplexing, it's difficult, and you don't always know what you're supposed to do, but I could absolutely help you evolve. And again, I'm probably about 14 days behind because I do work full time. So I'm going to call out to my guardian angels for 4 cards. If the DM could say anything right now, what would he say to the DF? Again, I did feel like this sense of some crying, but I do feel that the crying is purging. Crying is necessary. It releases stress, and you know, it is actually very good. Sorry, that's 3 cards there. Sorry, folks. 2 cards, please, guardian angels. Thank you. Unreal. I can't. These cards never cease to amaze me. Okay, daydreaming. So there's a lot of daydreaming going on. Divine masculine energy is daydreaming of the life that they want to have with you. They want to conquer the world with you. There's a lot of daydreaming. There's a lot of nostalgia. I wrote that down in my journal this morning. Nostalgia. They're just daydreaming. Daydreaming about their DF. They want to know, let you know that they're daydreaming about you. And you are a princess, a goddess, and a queen to them. And they're daydreaming, you know, just of the life, the future life that you're going to have together. Inner child. I've said this many times before on this journey. When we embark on the journey, we trigger wounds within us. And, you know, it's all about our inner child. The divine masculine definitely had some inner childhood wounds that he needed to deal with. I'm primarily thinking it had to do with some abuse, from some form of an authoritative person, masculine person in their life, and that they made them feel this sense of worthlessness and that they were never good enough. They were definitely dealing with an inner child. We all deal with that inner child on this journey, and that inner child was very wounded, and they are healing that inner child. Absolutely love it so much. I just said this. I said past life. I said the hawk represents past life. The stuff cannot be cheated. This is definitely a past life connection. You share past lives. You are eternal love. Hawk always also represents eternal life as well. But our past life is also comes into our present life, and that's what about the clearing the karmic is about. Complicated, yes, very, very complicated. I'll give you an example. In past life, you could be, you know, let's just say royalty, or you know, very wealthy, and you know, like, and you know, you've had everything, and you have this sense of pride, and you have this sense of ego. And then you bring that pride and that inflated ego into your present life, and you know you have this knack or this need to provide because you came from a wealthy past life. What you need to learn in your present life is to be humble, right? And you know, let that inflated ego die, and just be humble and clear that karmic of the past life. Couple things going on with that past life card. Love it so much. As you know, cannot be cheated. Lonely. Again, the DM is feeling a sense of loneliness, primarily because the divine feminine energy is pulling away and letting go and moving on. And they feel that pulling. It's push and pull energy. It's energy, right? The whole purpose of this journey is to restore the energy within, have that healthy balance of masculine and feminine energy. But there is an element of loneliness here, and it's been prevalent for the last few days. And I feel that the divine feminine is lonely as well, and maybe you're mirroring back that loneliness. So there is a sense of loneliness going on right now, and it could be just you're mirroring back and forth that loneliness. Could be because of the purging. You know, it could be because of the push and pull energy. You're pulling away. And that's exactly what you need to do. Because not letting go and obsessing over physical unity, you're running from yourself. And you're taking on masculine energy, believe it or not. And you're just, you become the runner. But primarily you're running from yourself because you're afraid to let it go. So, you know, good, great. Again, resonates, always resonates with the journal. Next week I'll probably do some journal reads instead of the cards. I will be doing that separation video again. It all comes when it's meant to come. I'm working on it right now. Sorry, there's 5 cards there. Yeah, I'm working on it right now. There's a purpose to the separation, believe it or not. I can't. Okay, so this is the overall energy as of now. That's why I like the cards. Like, I have it all written down, but it just proves that the stuff cannot be cheated. I have 444. I have all of it, separation and everything, awakening. So separation, I just said there's a purpose to the separation. It's part of the journey. You have to, the divine steps in and separates you because you have to clear what needs to be cleared. It's just the evolution of the journey. It's part of the journey. You know, you have to go and work diligently on clearing the things that you need to clear. You know, getting to that state of unconditional love, getting through the awakening, all this stuff. The separation is necessary. Is it fun? No, absolutely not. It sucks. But there's a purpose to the separation. And also, too, ultimately, separation is truly an illusion because you are connected. Your energy frequencies are connected. You're always together. In the 5D, you're always together. You were brought together for a reason. You separate for a reason. So, you know, and primarily, many of you in this collective group are in separation, complete separation with zero communication. I have this soulmate card. I love this card so much. And again, what resonates, what doesn't. You know, I have people comment, well, this is not what... Just stop, please. You know, like, you know, like I am divinely guided to say what I meant to say. And it comes to me, and I get pushed and poked and prodded. But this is a twin soulmate connection. Ultimate love. You are soulmates and twin souls. So it is the most profound connection you can have. And, you know, like, you know, it's such a great connection. You see these two children's arm in arm. You know, some of you in this collective group have known each other since childhood. You know, and it is absolutely a soulmate, twin soul connection. Ultimate connection. I love that card. I love it so much. This is the overall energy as of now. This is your twin soul soulmate. I love it. Basically what I was saying earlier, cards never fail me. 444, sign of an awakening. This is what this journey is about. Awakening. How you know you're going through awakening is, first of all, you see the number sequencing, you see signs, you see syncs. That's the first step. Some of you may feel flu-ish. And I wrote that down. I did feel some flu-like symptoms. I felt pains in my neck. It's gone now. It's always before I go and meditate in a bath. I feel pain in my right knee, and it's gone. And you get these flu-like symptoms, like you have the flu, like your body aches, and that's your chakra system and cleaning out the garbage within you. And that's the awakening. But part of the journey is the awakening to the connection, awakening to a higher sense of yourself, and just awakening to the world and to the universe, and to getting to a higher dimension and ascending. And once you awaken, you just have a greater sense of the universe that we live in, and you instinctively want to do greater good by the world. You instinctively want to raise the frequency and the vibration of the world. That's why we awaken. That's why we're on this journey. We're meant to awaken, and we're meant to awaken others, right? To awaken and look and raise that frequency and try and try and try and look at, the world and the universe and try and get to a place of unconditional love. To try and remove some of that hatred that we have in the world. Because when you get to a state of unconditional love, it is a very, very powerful force within. Lastly, angel. I was saying this earlier. You both are angels to one another. I'm not going to lie here. The divine masculine thinks you're an angel. You came in at a point of his, I say his just because it's a masculine energy, could be her. Again, just energy. You came to each other at a point in life where you needed to awaken. You needed to awaken to the things that weren't serving you. You needed to clear those karmic cycles. You needed to do all of these things in your life. And essentially you're angels to each other, right? Nobody could do this. Nobody can make you see the things that were not serving you. Your twin soul comes in and they help you. And you view each other as an angel. And you are grateful. And you even say that they're an angel sent from heaven, or whatever you believe, whatever divine mechanism you believe in. So you both are angels to each other. I love it. I love it so much. I'm going to give you 4 messages from the DM's heart space. If they could say anything right now to their DM, what would they say as of now? We only live in the now. We don't live in the past. We don't live in the future. I said present the other day. 2. For work. Well, not late, but I usually leave it early on Friday. Okay. So what I have here is, you mean the world to me. You absolutely mean the world to this divine masculine energy. They think of you often. You mean the world to them. Card pretty much speaks for itself, but you do mean the world to them. You absolutely mean the world to them. I'm a fucking mess. They're a mess right now. The reason why they're a mess right now is because of that pull, of that energy you're pulling away. And it's good, but again, it's energy. And you have to balance that energy. Both divine masculine and divine feminine have to balance each other. That's what this journey is about. But some of them are a mess. They feel that you're pulling away, and it's just causing some confliction within. It'll resolve, or it'll pass. It's just part of the journey. Exactly. You have me lost in emotion, pulling away. Like I said, push and pull energy. They're lost in emotion right now. They feel it. They feel that feminine energy pulling away, but they will restore the balance. It's part of the journey, absolutely part of the journey, and you get mixed up in emotion, but it will balance itself out. They are a mess right now, but it's primarily because of the shift, the purging, the moving on and the letting go. And lastly, and now I'm the bad guy. Be careful, DFs, when you when you pull away. Be very, very carefully. Do it healthy, and be and set healthy boundaries. Don't say F this, this divine masculine, F that, F him, this, that. Do it in a state of unconditional love. We live in the 3D, we don't live in the 5D, but we have to bring the 5D values into the 3D world. So when you let go and move on, just do it healthy. Love it so much. And lastly, I'm going to do animal spirit here. And divine feminine, always first. These cards are hard to work with, so I'm going to, if one card flips out, I'll take that card. If one flips face up, I'll take that card. I feel like there's someone upstairs. crowns make me laugh. I call it guardian angels for divine masculine animal spirit, please. Chameleon. Alright. So we have Canary Spirit, sing your own song. There's a little crown here, a little crown right here. It's number 12. If 12 means anything to you, 1 or 2, or 1 and 2 equals 3. So I love that card. I love it so much. I love the little crown. You're all queens, DFs. And again, just energy. Canary Spirit arrives to help you find your authentic voice and express what is in your heart. Free yourself to experience your inner light and let it shine. As Canary Spirit sings to remind you of your inherent joy and support you as you sing your own song. Now is the time to let the world know who you really are. Canary Spirit's message is that you are free to be yourself and express your most cherished desires. The world wants to hear your song. If your inquiry is about a relationship, you're being called to be yourself, for only then you will find harmony and joy. You can make music with others so beautifully when your note rings true. Basically, it's saying release. The moon is saying release. Be yourself, and be your authentic self, and just shine. Go back to who you were, and don't be a prisoner. Very good. Love it, love it, love it so much. Then we have number 14 here. It's Chameleon Spirit, and it says here, act as if. And it's number 14, 1, 4, 1 and 4, however it resonates with you. It says, act as if. Chameleon Spirit shares her gift with you today to prepare you for changes that will greatly benefit you. Outer conditions are changing, and you're required to come into harmony with them so you can co-create your greatest dream. Feeling sensitive? Good, because that will come in handy, enabling you to determine how to best adapt to your environment and the people in it, while at the same time maintaining your integrity and your inner equilibrium. Even if you feel like you're in uncharted territory, Chameleon Spirit has complete faith in your ability to fit and learn the lay of the land, adapting as necessary. There is a fortunate time to act as if, and if you do as others do, until the new ways feel familiar and completely natural. Life is offering you a great lesson now. Adapting isn't about losing yourself. It's about learning how to dance with others. Love it so much. And again, I want to thank you all so much for the love, the likes, the subs. If this resonates, please thumbs up, like the video. And if you're new to the channel, please sub. And I wish you nothing but blessings to all of you on this journey. And have a great day, folks.